Alright, hey everybody, MikuXLegend, respect for more, Birushana and Rising Flower Genpei. Yes, you two make an excellent tour guides. I feel like I learned a lot about Hirazumi.
そう言ってもらえて嬉しいぞ。なあ、兄者。
ええ、平泉は我らの誇り。シャナ王様にもこの土地を知り、できれば愛していただきたいと思っておりますから。
Thank you. I'm sure that will be the case. Besides, it's not just Hirazumi. I feel like I've learned a lot about you both too.
我らもです。鍛錬だけでは見えてこないシャナ王様の実直なお人柄を知ることができました。
弁慶のこともな、忠義に熱い良い家来ではないか。ま、だいぶ過保護ではあるが。
忠信殿。
Tadanobu smiled mischievously at Benkei, who seemed flustered.
なんだ、本当のことだろうが。見た目にそぐわず、主人のため細やかに気を回せる男だと褒めているだけだ。でなければ、シャナ王様のためにと、町の案内を頼んできたりはしないだろ
う。
やれやれ。そこは黙っていてあげるのが筋だろうに。
Suganobu, what are you talking about?
こうなっては白状してしまいましょうか。実は今日お誘いに伺う前に弁慶に頼まれたのですよ。常に気を張り詰めさせているシャナ王様のため手を貸してくれないか。我らと共に平泉を見て回れば良い気晴らしになるのではないかとね。
ま、俺たちもシャナ王様をお誘いしようと考えていたのでな、ちょうどよかったのだ。
Is that so, Benkei? I continued to stare at Benkei, who eventually gave up with a small nod.
そこでごまかせないのが弁慶らしい。主に隠し事はできんな。
隠し事はどうしても性分に合いませぬ。
まあこたびの件はシャナ王様を思ってのこと。これでよかったのでは。
Is that so? Benkei must have noticed that I've been uneasy lately. Still, I didn't expect him to go so far out of his way.
申し訳ありませぬ。出過ぎた真似をいたしました。ですが、殿が寝食も忘れて鍛錬に打ち込まれる様子を見ていられず。
Don't apologize, Benkei. I know you just want what's best for me. I should be the one apologizing. I'm sorry I caused you so much worry.
殿。
互いに気遣い合う良い主従だ。なあ、兄者。
あ、そうだな。我らにとっても楽しい一日でしたよ。また折を見てお誘いいたしましょ
う。Yes, by all means. We'll look forward to it.
二人とも感謝いたす。
では、そろそろ我らは秀衡様のもとへ戻ります。
先ほどの鍛錬の約束を忘れるなよ。ではな、二人とも。
With a wave, the Sato brothers left Benkei and I alone. Alright. Before returning to the estate, the two of us decided to walk around a bit. It sure is refreshing to be surrounded by all its nature, isn't it?
ええ、立派な町が作られている一方、こうして豊かな緑が広がっております。
It's a beautiful place, Hirazumi.
はい。美しく大きな土地と存じます。
The size of the town, the power of nature, and the heart of Lord Heihira who rules this place. It all seems so big. The people who live here all seem to also have honest and kind hearts. Same with the Sato brothers.
嗣信殿と忠信殿ですか。確かに何とも気持ちの良い兄弟ですな。
Mm-hmm. I suppose they just want us to fit in and feel welcome here. Remembering how the two of them had been today, I sensed they genuinely cared about my fitting in here in Arizumi.
彼らのような心根の良い侍が忠誠を誓い、そしてこれほどの都を治めておられる。秀衡様という方は誠に偉大なお方のようです。この平泉の地が殿にとって安らげる場所になればよい。拙者はそう願っております。
That's probably not going to happen. Even if I am far from Kyoto, I am still Genji's orphan after all. As long as the Hiki live, will pursue me. I know they will. I can never let my guard down. And yet, I hope so too. When confronted by the magnificent scenery of Hirazumi, I couldn't help but feel at ease. We continued walking through the woods until... Are those kids?
そのようですな。この土地のものでしょうか。
A young girl and boy come running towards us playing tag. The two were still busy playing. They didn't seem to notice us. They look like they're having fun.
誠に幼子の駆け回る姿は良いものですな。
Hmm? She fell?
おい、大丈夫か？泣くなよ。どこが痛いんだ？怪我したのか？
I never showed them though. Hmm? That's not good. Before I could even move, Benkei approached the children.
そこの子供、大丈夫か？どこか怪我はないか？
なんだよお前、妹に近づくな。
Oh no, I guess they got alarmed when they saw Benkei. He can be pretty intimidating if you don't know him.
おっと、これはいかん。怖がらせてしまったか。拙者はこのなりだ。子供には恐ろしく見えても致し方ないな。だが、拙者は悪い僧兵などではないぞ。怪我をしていないか見るだけだ。本当だ。
おい、大男、妹に近づくな。
No, you got the wrong idea. Wait a minute, this man is my vassal. He may be big, but he's also very kind. You wouldn't hurt a fly, I promise.
本当か？
うん、その通りだ。信じてはくれないか？
わかった。でも、何かしたら承知しないぞ。
どれどれ。
What?
よっと。
The thing's gonna go and stab them in the head? Is that what they think? So Benkei picked up the girl who was still lying on the ground. Then he looked at her tiny limbs and brushed the dirt off from her kimono.
少し擦り傷ができているな。何？これくらいなら大丈夫だ。
Benkei, here. I brought some water with me. Use this.
ありがとうございます。少ししみるぞ。我慢しろ。
After quickly taking care of the wound, Benkei placed his hand on the girl's head.
これでよし。薬を塗っておいたからな。すぐに良くなる。偉いぞ。よく泣かずに我慢した。
The fear in the girl's face had nearly disappeared.
おい、もう痛くないか？
痛くないよ、お兄ちゃん。
そっか、よかった。さっきはごめん。近づくななんて言っちゃって。俺、妹を守らなきゃって思って。
They're probably afraid the Hiki soldiers will probably. I don't know.
僧兵の中には乱暴なやつもいるからさ。でも、あんたはそうじゃないんだな。
なんの気にするな。お主の行動は兄として立派だったぞ。
そうかな。
Mm-hmm. I think so too. You were just taking care of your sister after all.
へへ、まあな。こいつのことは俺が守るって決めてるんだ。
The boy puffed out his chest with pride, and the girl looked at him, her eyes sparkling with admiration.
あんたたち、ここら辺じゃ見ない顔だな。どこから来たんだ？
We just got here from Kyoto the other day.
今日どんなところなの？教え
I don't know if we have time for this.
て。話聞きたい。
平泉に来たばかりなんだな。じゃあ、俺たちがこの辺りを案内してやるよ。
Oh, that's alright. We actually just...
ほら、こっちこっち。
こっちだよ。
Without waiting for a reply, the children ran off in a frenzy. Benkei and I turned to look at each other. They're calling us. What do you think, Benkei?
良いのではありませんか。これもまた人の縁というもの。今しばらくあの兄弟に付き合うとしましょう。
I suppose you're right. Shall we? As the young siblings led the way, we looked around at the surrounding rivers and fields.
おじさん、でかくてかっこいいよな。宗平ってやっぱり強いんだろ？俺も強くなりたいな。
お主もそのうち大きくなれるとも。鍛錬を積めば強くもなれるぞ。
本当か？やった！
ねえ、かわいいお侍さん。
Pretty samurai?
こんなに綺麗でかわいいお兄さん。あたし会うの初めてだもの。
I don't think they know I'm a woman. Still, how should I react to that?
その通りではありませんが、殿ほど可愛らしく凛々しい侍など他にはおりますまい。
Benkei, what are you... Will you cut it out?
かわいいお侍さんは大きいおじさんの弟？それとも子供なの？どうして一緒にいるの？
They're in the same plan. Well...
主だ。拙者はこのお方にお仕えする家来なのだ。まだ難しいか。では、そうだな。このお方は拙者にとって何よりも大切なお方。すべてに変えても守るべきお方なのだ。
Benkei's words and the smiling face he said them with took my breath away.
そっか。わかった。かわいいお侍さんは大きいおじさんの大切な人なんだね。
そうだ。それだけわかれば十分だ。
Benkei laughed without any hint of embarrassment. I felt my heart warm at the sight of him. I began to blush, and to hide my embarrassment, I quickly walked in front of them. The kids squealed and giggled with joy as they pulled us along. They've already grown quite attached to Benkei, haven't they? It's hard to believe they were so frightened just a moment ago. The children's excitement made me smile, and I couldn't help but feel the tension in my shoulders relax as I watched them.
ここらの畑は作物の実りがいいんだ。俺も収穫の時には母ちゃんを手伝ってるんだぜ。
そうか、偉いな。お前は妹思いなだけでなく母子思いでもあるのだな。
まあな。うちには父ちゃんがいないから俺がその分二人を守ってやらなきゃ。
The boy smiled brightly, but as he looked out over the field, I could see a hint of sadness in his eyes.
父ちゃん、3年前にエミシとの小競り合いで死んじまったんだ。 俺はちょっとだけ覚えてるけど、妹はまだ赤ん坊だったから父ちゃんの顔も知らない。
I'm sorry to hear that. My thoughts immediately turned back to the Momosaku we saw the other day. I guess that fence to prevent the Mishi from invading was not just for show. Even in such a peaceful Hirozumi, the fires of war still smolder. I felt as if my heart was being pulled out of my chest by the reality that confronted me.
でもそういう家はうちだけじゃないし、
Yeah.
みんなで助け合ってどうにかなってる。俺も早くでかくなって母ちゃんに楽させてやりたいんだ。
うん、そうだな。立派な心意気だ。お主は良い男の子だな。
まあな。
The boy smiled brightly despite his sorrow. His strength and good health couldn't be denied.
ねえねえおじいさん、抱っこして、さっきみたいに。
おお、お安いご用だ。どれ、よっと。
いいな。おじさん、俺も。
よいぞよいぞ。では、お主はこうだ。
うわあ、肩車だ。すっげえ高い。
すごいね。おじいさん、力持ち。
お主ら二人くらい軽い軽い。このまま走ることだってできようぞ。
本当？やってやって。
よーし、しっかり捕まっているよ。
They're certainly having fun. Benkei ran with the two kids hanging from him, laughing and smiling. He looked like such a dad. Those kids mustn't really miss their father. Maybe that's why they've taken to Benkei like this. Come to think of it, I never had a dad to play like this with either. Like the little girl, I too did not know my father's face. As I watched, my eyes met Benkei's as he lowered the children to the ground after running around for a while.
殿もいかがです？
Benkei smiled a giant grin and spreads his arms towards me. What? I stared blankly at him, stunned by the suddenness of his suggestion. How about you? What the hell did he mean by that?
さあどうぞ、こちらへ。
Is he trying to pick me up? Yeah, no, I'm fine, thanks. I was confused, yet Benkei leaned in closer to me.
なーに、遠慮なさらず。ごめん。
Whoa! Benkei picked me up and lightly placed me on his shoulders. But Benkei, what are you doing?
子供らだけを抱え上げたのでは不公平でございますゆえ、ここは殿にもお楽しみいただかなければと思った次第。この弁慶の方から見る景色はいかがでございましょう？
It sure is high. Wow, I can see everything. It's so beautiful, but... Suddenly I remember myself surprised and embarrassed. I panicked. The children shouted with joy from the ground.
すごーい。大きいおじさんは本当に力持ちなのね。
俺たちより大きい兄ちゃんでも簡単に担げるんだ。
I didn't know what to say as the children began to frolic and dance around us. Alright, that's enough, right? Time to put me down. You must be exhausted.
重くなどありませぬ。まるで羽衣のごとき軽さですとも。このまま山を駆けることすらできますぞ。拙者の頑丈さは殿が一番よくお分かりでしょう。
It was exactly as he said. Benkei's body didn't falter once, even though I was on his shoulders. Yeah, that's right. One on the shores of Lake Biwa, Benkei picked me up like this before. But this is different. I can walk. You don't have to carry me.
嫌でございますか?
No, I am. It's just... How is he not embarrassed? I wanted to ask him, but...
すげえな。俺も早くおじさんみたいに大きくなりたい。
おじさんに抱っこされるといつもより遠くの方まで見えるの。楽しいよね、お兄ちゃん。
ああ、そのまま走るとビューンって景色が流れて気持ちいいんだ。
おお、そうか。ではぜひとも殿にもお楽しみいただかねばな。少し歩くといたそうか。
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Without waiting for my reply, Benkei began to walk through the field. I hurried to adjust myself so that I wouldn't fall, but Benkei's arms were holding me so tightly, there was no way I'd fall. A pleasant smell of the green grass and wood caresses my cheeks in the form of a soft breeze. The higher we climbed, the more vivid the beautiful peaceful scenery of Hirozumi became. It's strange, the view looks different from up here, even though it's just a minor change in eye level.
気持ちいいよね。小さいお侍さん。
すげえ遠くまで見えるだろ、兄ちゃん。
The children ran around us happily and stared at me up with sparkling eyes.
どうです、殿?
Benkei asked, his smile just as bright as the children below him. When he looked at me like that, I felt all the tension in my face melt away, and I answered, "It's incredible."
それはようございました。
おじさん、あっちに行ってみよう。綺麗なお花が咲いてるよ。
おお、では案内してくれ。
早く早く。
少し走るといたしましょう。捕まっていてくだされ、殿。よーし、子供らよ。参るぞ。
Whoa, Benkei, slow down. Before I knew it, I found myself laughing as hard as the three of them. Sometimes, I guess I need this kind of thing. Along with a little lingering embarrassment, a warm feeling overflowed within my heart. After saying goodbye to the children, Becky and I walked back to the estate.
すっかり日が暮れてしまいました。春元が首を長くして、殿のお帰りを待っていることでしょうな。
Yeah, you're right. I completely lost track of time. I've never played around with kids like that before. It was so much fun.
ええ、誠に楽しき時間でありましたな。殿が子供らと共にあのように笑う姿を見られたことが、拙者にとっては何よりも幸いでした。
Really? Okay, hold on. Becky smiled happily at me, and I started to feel embarrassed as I thought back on before. I have fun. I have fun too. I can't even remember the last time somebody gave me a piggyback ride. Seeing the world just like that from up high, everything just seems clearer. I didn't know I could feel so warm, so invigorating. Being held and supported in someone's arms like that. To leave yourself completely to another, to put your weight entirely on them, to trust them in completely. I've never known someone who could make me feel that way before. Just like those kids, I never had a father either. So as I was being carried on your shoulders, I wondered maybe this was what it feels like to have a father.
殿。
Garrett. Becky stared at me with wide eyes, and I cut myself off. What am I saying? I'm way too old to be saying things like that. It's nothing, just forget what I just said. Besides, I'm sure Benkei wouldn't want a big kid like me either. Anyway, why am I so flustered? Benkei smiled cheerfully, not seeming to care about my flushed and embarrassed face.
それほどに拙者の肩の上を気に入っていただけるとは、家来冥利に尽きるというもの。拙者も楽しげに笑う殿のお姿を見られたことが嬉しゅうございました。殿がお望みとあらば、またいつでも肩車をいたしましょ
う。Benkei, I'm not a kid. I don't need a daily piggyback ride, but still, that is a kind of a sweet, in the Benkei sort of way. Big and strong, Benkei is always by my side. I wish I had a heart as big as yours.
おおらかな。いえ、そんな大層なもの、拙者は持ち合わせておりません。
No, Benkei, I mean, I wish I could be as kind and considerate to others as you are. Anyway, thank you so much for today. If you don't mind, I'd like to do this again sometime.
承知。いつでもお声掛けくだされ。殿の御ためならば、この弁慶、肩車のまま山野をかける所存。
Well, I don't think that will be necessary, but thank you, Benkei. His words were blunt, but full of kindness. Hearing them warmed my heart. He really is a kind-hearted man. I can see why those kids were so taken with him. Children can see through the facade the facade others put on. Those children must have been able to sense Benkei's warm personality. Speaking of which, Benkei, you seem quite good with kids. Do you have a lot of experience with them?
ええ、比叡山にも幼い子供は多く、拙者はその遊び相手になっておりましたゆえ、おのずと慣れていきました。
I didn't know that.
もともと子供は好きなのですよ。幼子の笑い声とは良いものです。無垢で生命力にあふれている。彼らの元気に駆け回る姿を見ていると、こちらまで力が湧いてくる気がいたします。
Yes, I think I know what you mean.
ですが、
Benkei's face clouded over.
今日の都は荒れておりました。民草たちはその日を生きることすらままならず、子供らにも生気がなかった。末法の世とはこのようなありさまを指すものかと、そう思うような惨状でした。
That's right. It's the tyranny of the Heike. They have no regard for the lives of those they rule. They have ruined Kyoto. That's why I was so surprised when I arrived here. Not only it was beautiful, but the people were also full of life.
ええ、無論この地にも悲しみの種はあります。先ほどの子供らの父親のように、エミシとの戦いで命を落とす者もいる。ですがあの子らの瞳には、そんな悲しみを乗り越えて生きていこうとする希望がありました。それはきっと良き統治者がこの地を治めているがゆえでしょうな。
Benkei stopped and looked up at the dying sky.
子供たちには何の罪もない。今日に生きる子供らとこの平泉に生きる子供ら、どちらも等しく尊い命のはずです。あまねくすべての子供らが健やかに幸せであってほしい。拙者はそれを願ってやみません。であるというのに、平家という心なき統治者のもとで苦しめられている子供らがいる。平家はなぜあれほど権威を振りかざすのか。なぜ苦しむ民のことを見ようとしないのか。人を人とも思わぬ暴虐が働けるのか。拙者にはそれがわからぬ。そして許すことができぬのです。
Benkei's eyes swirled with pain and resentment as he spoke. I never knew he was so angry with the Heike. So Benkei too wants me to rise and fight against the Heike. Whenever I told others that I came from the Genji clan, they always saw me as a tool to defeat the Heike. I have always been bound and entangled by the selfish expectations of others. Even Lord Kunuchi, who raised me, and Kijichi, who brought me to Hirazumi, must also feel the same, at least in part. I have no intention of doubting their sincerity, yet why else would they do so much for me? So, is Benkei just like them? I wonder. He said why he chose me as his lord before. At first he was attracted to my strength, but then he saw the true me and wanted to support me. There was no lie in those words, but still. If he harbors so much anger toward the Heike, surely he expects me as a Genji to help overthrow them. Benkei, you want me to do that? To take up the name of Genji and overthrow the Heike?
いいえ、それは違いまする。
Benkei looked straight at me. His voice was calm and clear.
確かに初めは殿が源氏の御曹司であると知り、お使いしたく思いました。ですが、殿のお考えや優しさに触れた今、拙者が主と定めたるは、殿のお血筋ではなく、そのお心にござる。そして家来となったからには、殿がどのような生き方をなさろうと、拙者はそれに従うまで。
Benkei's eyes were fixed on me, nearly consumed by their deep burnt color. I finally spoke. Any way I choose?
はい。
So if I decide to spend the rest of my life here in Hirazumi without accomplishing anything, that's okay with you?
はい。
Even if I never take the Genji name? If I never become anything? If I spend the rest of my life running from the Heike?
はい。
Is that all you can say? Yes? You're really willing to go along with any decision I make?
はい。以前、今日で誓った言葉に偽りはありません。拙者の命はあなたのもの。殿の向かわれる道が拙者の道にござる。お好きなようにお生きくだされ、シャナ王殿。あなたの歩む道がどのような道であろうとも、どのような生き方を選ばれようとも、弁慶はどこまでもお供いたします。
Benkei. Until now, I have always lived with someone else's expectations. Be a man, be Chanel of Kurama, be the hero Genji. I've never really considered what I really am, or what I really want. I felt warmth rush over me and found myself fighting tears. I didn't know what to say to Benkei, who kept his gaze on me. Who accept any kind of me? The mixture of confusion, happiness, and embarrassment that overcame me made my heart beat faster. Jeez, Benkei, you're too kind to me, you know that? In the end, all that I could muster were these words of false courage. You keep talking like that, and you're going to make me go soft. The least you could do is tell your lord to, I don't know, buck up or something like that.
それはご容赦くだされ。拙者の性分というほかありません。それに、殿は十分すぎるほどにご自身を律しておられますゆえ。
I suppose you might be right about that. To hide my embarrassment, I muttered quietly and sped up my steps. Benkei followed a little behind, looking at me with joyous, kind eyes. I was glad that the setting sun was lighting the way. The pink fading light of dusk hid my blushing cheeks. Thanks, Benkei, I heard him reply in a calm, quiet voice. No, thank you. Okay, so... Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe my videos, and don't forget to read most to get notified right upload. As always, I'll see you guys later. Bye. You guys take care.